You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
And let's kick it off with the biggest story of the day, checking on your forecast.
It's all any of us can talk about, Chesley. The temps could be the hottest we've seen all year.
Yes, indeed. If we hit the triple digits, which I suspect we will, this afternoon we can see a temperature of about 100 degrees. That will break a record, right? We're going to start you off with temperatures on the mild side. In the metro area, temperatures starting off in the 70s, but we'll be heating up into the, close to 90 degrees by 10 o'clock this morning. So whatever you're going to do outside, get it done early. Look at this, 97 degrees by 2, 100. Our forecast high temperature will be mighty close to that today. Again, the record is 98, so we may just tie that record. We'll have to see. The humidity starts to return to the forecast area by tomorrow, which means we'll see a little bit more in the way of cloud cover and also a very low threat for some rain. Of course, that will start to increase as we head toward the weekend as more of that humidity starts to creep in, and our temperatures will start to go down just a little bit. More on that coming up.
We're following breaking news this morning. An honor student is the latest victim of gun violence.
His family tells us that he was just 15 years old. 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes talked to the family.
Jerry, so they tell us he was already planning to take college classes, just such a bright future ahead.
Indeed. Family members identify the victim as 15-year-old Terrence Denson. They tell us that he was a sophomore or a rising sophomore at Midtown High School in Atlanta who planned to take dual enrollment in preparation for going to college. Clayton County Police are only confirming that they are actively investigating a shooting here at the Gardenwood Apartments here in Clayton County. It happened overnight at about 1 a.m. Family members say that the victim, Terrence Denson, is a straight-A student who was planning to go to college. His uncle repeated over and over to us about his nephew's big smile and how he had such a positive attitude. A tragic situation here in Clayton County. As soon as Clayton County Police provide us with any more information, we'll bring that to you.
And we have an update on the story that we've been following since Father's Day. Atlanta police now looking for a person of interest in a deadly double shooting. Take a good look at your screen right now. You see this guy. They say this is the suspect wearing that red hooded sweatshirt and those blue sweatpants with the white stripes on the side. That person was leaving the Villages at Carver Apartments in Southwest Atlanta. Homicide investigators say a suspect shot and killed the two men and then took off running. Police haven't released a motive here, but right now they continue to search for that gunman.
The parents of a teenage girl is demanding a new trial after she was sentenced to 140 years in connection with a deadly shooting. A jury found 18-year-old Demia Mitchell guilty of a dozen charges, including manslaughter, aggravated assault, and a number of gang charges. Police say in February of last year, Mitchell and several others got into a fight at a home on Mountain Ash Court in Decula in Gwinnett County. The argument ended in gunfire, and 20-year-old Faith Burns was killed. Warren State Mitchell was associated with a criminal street gang, 9 Trey Gangster Bloods. But Mitchell's parents argue she was not in a gang, and they're asking for her 140-year sentence to be reduced.
You're saying you will never see the daylight ever again in your life. They want my baby to die in jail for something that's false and bogus.
Mitchell's families plan to protest outside the Gwinnett County Justice Center on Friday. The 4 other defendants in this case pleaded guilty to their charges.
We have new details about President Biden's plan to tackle these gas prices that are just hurting us. Just about an hour ago, we learned that he is expected to call on Congress for a 3-month federal gas tax suspension later this afternoon. That would take us through September and would save you 18 more cents a gallon and 24 cents for diesel. Georgia has already suspended its gas tax through July 14th, which is saving us right now about 30 cents.
You now have more ways to find places to get your little ones vaccinated against COVID. The White House has ramped up its location finder on vaccine.gov. This means you can find locations near you, giving kids under 5 that shot.
And for adults, a 4th COVID shot could be coming. The U.S. Surgeon General says they're talking about it. FDA vaccine advisors are scheduled to meet on updated COVID-19 vaccines next week. The CDC has recommended people over 50 get another booster when they're 4 months out from their most recent shot. The Democratic showdown for Secretary of State is over, and we now know who will be on the ballots. Georgia Representative Bee Wynn beating out former State Representative D. Dawkins Hagler. Molly Oak has reaction in the latest as we look ahead to November.
State Representative Bee Wynn snagging the win as Georgia Democrats' nominee for the Secretary of State. She celebrated with supporters, including Stacey Abrams, who endorsed Wynn last month. Now we look to the November general election, where Wynn will take on incumbent Republican Brad Raffensperger. Wynn is expected to hammer Raffensperger for supporting the state's voting laws enacted after 2020 that she says make it more difficult for minorities especially to register and to vote. Both likely to highlight the sharp contrast between them, promoting different plans for election integrity. Later this morning, we'll hear from Wynn about her campaign plans leading up to November.
All right, your time now is 6:54.
Here's what you need to know before you head out the door this morning. A U.S. House committee is going to examine the toxic workplace culture in the NFL. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell will testify virtually. Right now, there's an investigation into allegations of sexual harassment spanning a number of decades at the Washington Commanders.
Want to spend a summer evening with Shaq? Tonight, the former NBA star is teaming up with Pepsi and the Henry County Sheriff's Office Foundation. It's for a concert benefiting the county's summer youth sports camp at Stockbridge Amphitheater. It's going to feature Georgia native country music star Brantley Gilbert. The concert starts at 7.
Volunteers with Hosea Helps will be handing out items to families in need starting at 2 this afternoon. It's happening at their headquarters on Forest Hills Drive. Hosea Helps is one of the largest food banks in the Southeast.
The possibility of triple-digit heat is wrecking the family zoo plans today. Zoo Atlanta is going to close the gates at 1 o'clock today and tomorrow. The zoo grounds will close at 2:30. It's going to be open regular hours for you on Friday.
And Atlanta is opening some cooling centers today through Friday at the old MLK Natatorium on Boulevard Northeast. In DeKalb County, most rec centers and libraries will help cool you off as well. Chesley?
Planning on eating your lunch outside today, know that it will be hot. Temperatures are already in the 90s by the time we get to noon, right around 93 degrees. The only good news is that it'll be a drier heat for us as we have dry air over us. By 3 o'clock, temperatures will be approaching that triple digits. You're looking at 98 by 3. On our way to near 100, we'll drop back down to 98 by 6 o'clock tonight, 95 by 7 if you're going out to see the Braves take on the Giants tonight. It's going to be hot, folks, either way. Make sure you take plenty of breaks if you have to be outside today.
40 paddlers have started their adventure on the Chattahoochee River. Take a look at the pictures of day one. So in all, it's going to be 7 days, 112 miles to the upper reaches of West Point Lake in Heard County. It's part of Georgia River Network's Paddle Georgia 2022. It highlights Georgia rivers and helps raise money to protect them. Everybody's having some fun there in the water. I love that picture. They're going to travel about 16 miles a day. They camp at night. You know, whatever it takes to keep cool. They picked a good week to do it.
You just splash the water on you. Reach over, dig in,
Yeah.
put it on your face.
Yeah, just keep it coming.
The old heave ho.
The old heave ho.
Yeah.
It works. All right, well, you had a pretty, up and down morning, but we ended well.
Yeah, it's not too bad right
Yeah,
now.
not
We'll
too
enjoy it. Maybe folks are just staying home sitting on the couch like I did. I spent all day on the couch yesterday with the AC on.
Just like he told you to.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, that's an enjoyer of the heat right there.
He loves
So
the
if
heat.
he's going to be in the air,
And he still didn't go outside.
you better stay in the air.
Oh, man. All right, today's show's coming up next, everybody. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.